Hi guys, this is Vidas,
And Ausra.
and let's start episode number 20 of Ask Vidas and Oshra podcast. Today's question was sent by Levi, and he asks this question: how can I play consecutive black keys on the pedals in a legato articulation, especially if going down the keys? Legato, right?
Yes.
Oshra, have you played two consecutive black keys recently on the pedals?
Maybe not recently, but I have definitely played it many times because if you are playing, like romantic or modern music, or let's say French symphonic music, you definitely have to use this technique quite often.
Which one of your current pieces would be more suitable for this technique? Probably Frank, right?
Well, I don't think, you have to use it in Frank as much because if, talking about Frank's pedal part is quite easy actually, comparing to other French composers. So I would say that, you would have to use this technique when playing Vidor, Duruflé.
Right. Unless your right foot is busy with swell pedal, right?
Well, sure, but, somehow you can manage that too.
Right. So you are playing Frank's B minor chorale right now, and the pedal line is not too complex, right?
Yes, it's fairly easy actually. I haven't found it, hard or tricky. But I remember, when playing Vienna Short Symphony, that would have, really hard pedal part.
Yes, Third Symphony.
And especially, that middle movement, because I had to play chords in the pedal, like to play three or sometimes even four notes at the same time. And that was very tricky because I don't have very long foot, so it was really hard for me to do it. When you have, for example, to play an interval of a third with one foot at the same time.
Oh, you need to have heels,
yes.
right?
Yes, definitely, yes. And you have to play, let's say, 4 notes together in the pedal at the same time.
Like a chord.
Yes, exactly, a chord. That was very hard.
And
so here, I think the challenge is to play legato, 2 consecutive black keys is basically to know the foot position very well. Because if you will go upwards, you will have to put the weight of your body on the big toe. And then to switch smoothly, sliding in the slide motion to the, outer part of the foot. And to do exactly the opposite if you are going down.
Yes.
And, if you are going from down, you have to also to switch position of your foot at the same time.
Right. So, in order for me to understand and visualize it correctly, let me repeat what you're saying, paraphrase, right?
Okay.
If you are going upward with the left foot, right? And let's say you need to play F sharp and G sharp, right? Right after the other.
Yes.
So F sharp would be played with the outside portion of the left foot.
Yes.
And the next note, G sharp, would be played with the big toe, with the inside portion of the foot, left foot. Then if you do this with the opposite direction, right? The G sharp to F sharp, you switch inside to outside.
That's right.
And exactly the same is with the right foot too. F sharp to G sharp big toe and then outside of the foot, G sharp,
Yes.
or G sharp to F sharp outside and inside. And so, Ausra, it's a good advice, I think, and Levi and others could practice isolating, right? Just this
Sure.
passage, maybe one measure at a time, and play it repeatedly, very, very slowly, right? And maybe
Yes.
10 times and get it right, get it smoothly with legato articulation.
Sure.
Probably the biggest mistakes, one of the biggest mistakes people make here is to start playing the next passage right away and not correcting the current measure, right? If you make
Sure.
mistake, you have to go back and make it really solid, reinforce it right away. That will help in the long run to build your, solid and efficient pedal technique. So, Ausra, I hope this answer will give our listeners more opportunities to practice the efficient way. And
I hope.
where can they connect with us the easiest way? What would be the easiest way for them to ask more
Yes.
questions?
Well, actually, to visit our webpage, www.organduo.lt, and to send us an email with their question.
But first they have to subscribe, right? Enter their first name and email address, become subscribers. They will get our tips and blog posts daily, and then they can reply, and that would be the best way to connect. Wonderful, guys. I hope you will benefit from this answer and practice today with your feet, with your pedals. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.